Part 1. The Admiral Benbow. My name is Jim Hawkins. My friends, Dr. Livesey and Squire Trelawney, asked me to write the story of our adventures on Treasure Island. So, I will pick up my pen and begin. When I was a boy, I lived with my father and mother at the Admiral Benbow Inn. It was a lonely place, near the cliffs and the sea. One day, a tall, strong sailor came to our door. He had a large sea chest with him. His coat was old and dirty, his skin was brown from the sun, and he had a scar on one cheek. He sang part of an old sea song.
15 men on a dead man's chest, yo-ho-ho, and a bottle of rum.
Then he asked my father for a glass of rum.
Do many people stay here?
He asked.
No,
said my father.
Business is bad.
Then this is the place for me. I'll stay here for a time. You can call me Captain. All I want is bacon and eggs and rum. Here's some money.
He threw some gold coins on the table. He was a silent man. He often watched the sea through a telescope. In the evenings, he sat alone with a glass of rum. Every day he walked on the cliffs, and when he returned, he asked,
Did any sailors come here today?
He gave me a little money every month.
You must promise to look for a sailor with one leg, boy,
he said.
Tell me immediately if you see him.
The captain was afraid when he said this. Sometimes I had terrible dreams about the man with one leg. The captain often got drunk. He sang sea songs loudly and made the other customers at the inn sing with him. Yo-ho-ho and a bottle of rum, everybody sang. The house shook with the noise. He told terrible stories about pirates. They robbed and punished and murdered innocent people. My father was worried and became ill.
Nobody will come to drink at the inn while he is here,
he said. The captain stayed for weeks, but he never paid any more money. My parents were afraid to ask him. But one person from the village was not afraid of the captain. That was Dr. Livesey. He came to see my father and then waited for his horse downstairs. The captain was in the same room. Suddenly, he began to sing.
15 men on a dead man's chest, yo-ho-ho, and a bottle of rum. Drink and the devil had done for the rest, yo-ho-ho, and a bottle of rum.
Dr. Livesey continued talking to a friend while the captain sang. The old sailor banged his hand angrily on the table. Everyone was quiet, except the doctor. He continued to talk calmly.
Silence! I'm singing!
Shouted the captain.
Are you speaking to me?
Asked Dr. Livesey.
I am a doctor, and I have only one thing to say to you. If you drink rum all the time, you will soon die.
The captain was very angry. He took out a knife and threatened the doctor.
Put the knife back in your pocket, you dirty scoundrel,
said the doctor.
If you don't, you will hang next week.
The two men looked at each other. Then the sailor put down the knife and sat at the table.
I am not only a doctor, I am also a magistrate,
said Dr. Livesey.
You will go to prison if you behave like this again.
Then he left the inn, got on his horse, and rode back to the village.